Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the Star Wars Black Series action figure of Canto Bight DJ. So I'm a pretty big fan of Benicio Del Toro. I thought he was a welcome addition to the Star Wars universe. I thought DJ was a cool character, and he did a great job with it, so I'm pretty happy that there is a Black Series figure of DJ. I think Hasbro's done a great job translating the character into toy form with his coat, which was a big brown wrinkly blob, and the figure definitely reflects that. The sculpt of the coat has a good wrinkle to it, the sculpt of the sleeves are good, and the brown paint on both the body part and the sleeves are well done. I do like the gold section on the collar there. There's an actual sculpt there to that pattern, and then the gold paint over it, which gets a little gloppy in some spots and not fully painted in others, but for the most part reads really well. So right on to Hasbro for that. The rest of the body is pretty good as far as like paint on the like the belt buckle and the little silver rivets. The sculpt on the pants, the sculpt on the boots are all pretty good. This is the standard Black Series articulation that we're used to, so I don't really need to go over it as far as like, you know, the swiveling thighs and the hinged ankles and all that. The only thing worth noting is you get the, it's not a double elbow joint, it's like a hinged swiveling elbow joint. Other than that, there you go. I do like the fact that the little hand wrap and rings have been included on that hand, so some nice details. Speaking of details, let's talk about this head. This head, here I'll bring it a little bit closer, has a pretty decent sculpt as far as his baggy kind of like eye bags, the sculpt and shape of his nose and mouth, and those cheekbones. Definitely got those cheekbones. I just think his eyeballs are a little too big. They should be a little bit, you know, squintier. But the paint on this is pretty good. They got the little cuts on his cheek. The paint is that newer printing they're using, but the lips, the sort of 5 o'clock shadow over his lips and chin, the eyeballs are all part of that printing, and it looks pretty good. I like the sculpt of his hair in the front sticking out of his hat. Good sculpt on the hat. I like they included the don't join and Arabesh on the side there, so that's a nice touch. It looks like how it does in the movie. So yeah, there you go. We got two blasters. We got this kind of longer one. Good design to it. Some nice little paint details on it. Very simple, but I like it. And we also get his little blaster, which has also some nice kind of darker grays and some silver paint on it. That fits into this holster right here that snaps very easily. You have to pry the coat out of your way to put it in. And then the holster is really tight, but if you jam it in real good, it does kind of go all the way through like so, and then the snap fits over it. The only other point of articulation we're talking about is the wrists. They hinge inward side to side, not up and down. I dig this figure. I'm happy with how it turned out for the most part. It's not the greatest likeness in the world, but you do get that it looks like DJ. The Black Series has had far worse, you know, face sculpts, but they've also had better. But still, on the whole, I dig this figure. I like it. And I like the fact that it says Canto Bight DJ. This leads me to hope that we get a First Order version of DJ, just like how we have the First Order version of Finn. But having this version, I like it. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you want, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff.